Yeah.
It's like anything, bro. It's crazy that like when you get all the success, people want to hate. What's the point?
Be the hero unless you live long enough to be the villain.
Here we go. We're back again with the A5 family. Got another episode. I got my brothers with me this time. Zach
What's
and
going on?
Ryan. So yeah, we out here. We just gonna kick it, man. We just gonna talk.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Everything's authentic. I got a couple questions for them, and we're gonna keep it rolling though. Yep. But all right, so we're gonna start off with just one question, and then we can get flowing because I just love the authentic instead of trying to ask everybody questions. All right, Ryan, you the oldest, so I'm gonna start with you.
Let's do it.
All right, um, this is a good one. Name one person who inspired you as a youth and why, and do you still look up to them?
Ooh.
It
So
could be
anybody that knows
athlete,
me,
it could be
yeah,
actor,
anything
anything.
like famous
Yeah,
person, athlete, president, anything, right?
anything.
So anybody that knows me probably already knows this answer. And I think you probably already, both of you, I probably already know, but Eugene Anderson, Papal.
Yep.
Yep.
And that one is above any famous person, any athlete, anything like that, just because like I mean, you guys both were impacted by him, but really
Hmm.
think about it like for everything that guy did in his lifetime, from where he started to where he got, like our entire family, to the impact he's had on all of us,
Right.
but like it, specifically like my childhood and like who I have become is like literally a direct impact by him.
Right.
So when you say the word like inspiration, it's kind of like, you guys knew him. Everybody knew him. Everybody knew him as Papal. But
Hmm.
like the reason that I was inspiration is because like he really came from like a situation where he had a third grade education, could barely, read or write, like had all of the things that like somebody would think would be like would hold you back.
Hmm.
And he literally came to Lorraine, started working in the steel mills, and created the entire foundation for the family that we have today. So
Hmm.
it's like, of course, he still inspires me today, probably more than ever now, because there's so many things that I do now in my life where I'm like, I feel like I owe it to him to like be better, to do
Hmm.
better, for like us to all like make our family and our next generations that much better
Right.
because of like the dude was working in the coal mines when he was supposed to be in third grade class,
Yeah. Yeah. But
like
that's
he's
perfect though,
Yep.
because
yeah,
you did that because
so
he raised you that way, and then me and Zach obviously was like your little brother, and wherever he taught you, you were just trying to teach us. So it was like you said, generational. Like he like it was him. Then it was like obviously like Brad and
Right.
Uncle
Exactly.
Terry, and
Yeah.
then you got Ryan, and then like it's us. So it's like he started a trend a long time ago. So it's like I'm thankful
Yeah.
that Papa taught you that way.
Yep. And then, like obviously, like coming to, my dad was one of them. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
when we talking about, I was thinking about it. We're talking about people inspiring us, and I was thinking about my dad or whatever. But I'm gonna try to go a little different. I'm gonna go athlete, and
Hmm.
y'all can probably guess it's a
Brett
quarterback.
Favre. Brett Favre. Don't say
Brett
Brett Favre.
Favre. You know it. You
Oh,
know it.
dang. I
You
knew
know
it.
it.
I knew
You, you knew it. Yes. Well,
it.
it's funny. I was going through the drawer the other day, and uh, I pulled out a Christmas present Ryan got me that was Brett Favre related, and it was a Jets Brett Favre jersey. I got a Jets Brett Favre jersey. I should have hung it up in the back, but yeah,
what about the Minnesota Vikings one too? I got you.
yep, yep. Yep. I had a Packers,
Man,
Vikings, and Jets Brett Favre. Yep,
Yeah.
man. 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, 30
yep.
sacks.
Sling that thing.
Just
No,
Yeah,
man.
I mean that was Zach's guy. That was always Zach's guy.
Oh yeah, that's how I
And
knew it. As soon as he said it, I'm like, he said
yeah,
football, he said quarterback. I said, okay, Brett Favre.
yep.
yep,
You already know.
What year was
easy.
that? We lost to Tampa. When we lost the Bucks in the Super Bowl, Brett Favre actually came to our team meeting and spoke to us.
Oh, crap. Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
and then like I didn't like I seen him dude walking up there. I'm just like, who is this dude? You know, white beard and all
Yeah.
this. And, and then when he actually like turned around and starts talking like that little raspy voice, I'm like, bro, this is Brett Favre. And I was
Yeah.
like halfway asleep. I mean, it was just, we got a game in 2 days. It's 9 o'clock p.m. and we got a guest
Yes.
speaker. So I'm dozing off. I'm like, I got my bedtime's at 10. So I'm dozing off. But I see Brett Favre and he was up there speaking, and he didn't talk about no touchdowns. He didn't talk about no Super Bowls. He didn't talk about no passing yards. All he was saying is like tomorrow is not promised. So
That's right.
I'm gonna give it all I got.
Yep.
And the
That,
way he played is so
that's,
similar to that mindset. And that's
yep.
all I got out of the whole hour. It was like, look, bro, just go.
Yeah. Nah.
Just go. So
And I
yeah,
mean,
that's
yeah.
funny.
And, that's why it was my favorite because I tried to play that, I mean? Like, just go out there and freaking, sling
Yeah,
it,
sling it. Just go
sling that
for it.
thing.
Yeah.
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 We
I,
can drop F bombs if we want, right?
oh
No
yeah,
F
you
bomb.
can
All
look.
right. All right.
This
Hey,
is this is the most relaxed podcast you'll ever be.
yeah, no,
We'll
Look,
keep it PG.
I would say for me though, growing up playing football, I always looked up to like I would say Ray Lewis, and it was
oh,
now it changed as I got older. But growing up, looking up to Ray Lewis, I played football. Obviously, Ray Lewis was the guy in the
man.
league. So, but as I got older, now I look up to Denzel Washington. And it's weird because it's just a random person that people be like, what? Why?
You
But
can't go wrong with Denzel. You
he
can't go
speak
wrong. Yeah.
to Harvard. He speak to Yale. He speak to Colorado. He goes everywhere and he
Yeah.
speaks. And like his messages are crazy. And like, I mean, obviously he loved Jesus, he loved God, and he got a wife and he's got a family, and he's always the dude about to make a movie. He's 40. This is his last movie he about to make. And he's in action and he's 40. No, he's probably 50 something.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
shit.
60. Probably
Denzel's
60.
like 70, bro. He's
you
like
got to
Like,
be
60.
like close to 70 now.
so think about it. We over here talking about LeBron James playing basketball at 40. This guy making movies, action movies at
Yeah.
70 or 60.
Yeah.
So it's like his
No,
legacy is just crazy.
he
Oh,
is an intelligent guy. Like, yeah, he like
yeah.
when he speaks and like the things that you'll see him say in interviews and stuff. Like he is like that's a good guy to have as an inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
I always, and so I would say for me, mine is not the same person, but I mean, I looked up to a lot of guys. Obviously,
Is
Exactly.
Brett
Yeah.
is Brett Favre still your inspiration, Zach?
No,
Because you
hey,
know
after
I'm about to say that's a rocky
no.
road here
Well,
last
that
couple of
man,
years.
Brett Favre about to be in jail here soon, man.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Oh, that's what I forgot to say that. Now I don't agree with stealing money from
The state of
people.
Mississippi.
I don't condone that at all.
That is not
Uh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I was like, I don't know if he still qualifies.
no, no, no.
Hey,
No,
Yeah,
and like Ryan said earlier, like obviously our Papaw, my dad, and Uncle Terry, and everybody,
right.
yeah, yeah,
we're
Mhm.
inspirations, and like everybody. That's where our character's based on. That's where I try to raise my kids to this day. Those
Right.
values, but
yeah.
you
No,
know,
Mhm.
seriously, that's why when you even said inspiration, like that's like the reason I automatically go to him is because it is like obviously your dad and Terry and all of the other men that we kind of like were able to watch growing up, like the Papaw was the one who kind of like literally planted the seed in Lorraine. Like we wouldn't even be in Lorraine if it wasn't for
Right.
him. We came here for the steel
Shoot, this
mills.
probably won't even be happening because
Yeah,
and then
we
I want better
right.
moved in. Y'all, so it's like that's why I always think like this. Everything happens for a reason.
oh,
Oh,
Like and like there's have to be a higher power. Like so small of Papua moving to Lorraine with a third grade education is bringing us three together on a Zoom
yep,
call.
yeah, and I say it
Just
all
think
the
about
time. Like
that.
he was the smartest man I ever knew when it came
Hmm.
to like he knew what he was doing. He knew how to move. He knew how to take care of his responsibilities. Like I mean, you guys joke about me all the time, talk about how I'm cheap with my money, like
Yeah.
Papaw.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
taught me how to count every penny.
Yeah,
yep,
as you
But
should.
no, I mean, and like, yeah, you're right. Like me and Zach, how many times have we said it, Zach? Like being at the Super Bowl in Miami and being like, how did all of the
yep,
stars align to where
Mhm.
we're here watching you play for a Super Bowl
yep,
when I mean, of course, your whole career it was like that, but it was a situation where it's like you said, who knows if we ever even cross paths if
Right.
everything doesn't. They call it what, like the 7 degrees of separation. Like
Yeah.
if that one thing like led us to this point, and I mean, now like I tell people all the time, like I don't have any real brothers, like
Mm-hmm.
blood brothers, I guess you
Right.
would say. But like you
Correct.
guys are
Yeah.
there. There's no difference between being a brother to me if we had the same mom and dad or whatever. Like at
Right.
this point, like I couldn't imagine going through the life and like not having you guys as my little brothers. You
Right,
know?
right. Yeah,
Yep.
and I feel like that taught me like learning how to love other people and respect other people that's not in your household. And
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I was adopted essentially, you could say that, and then to another family. So it's like it taught me how to like love others and like
Yep.
respect others and listen to others. It's not all
Yep.
about your own household. Like
Yep.
I don't know, it's crazy, it's weird, but it's like I look up to you, Ryan, more than I looked up to any teammate before. And these people out here making millions and quarterbacks, and I played with a lot of good players. So it's like it was just the principle of things and like where you was at in my life at that point. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So it's bro, it's all for a reason. It's a blessing for sure.
well, I mean, like, yeah, well, obviously, I appreciate you saying that. But, like, as far as when it comes to, like, when I look back and I think about, like, all of that and, like, the relationship that we have,
Mm-hmm.
like, you guys are my friends, too, you know? Like, we're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
family. Like, we're
Right.
friends. Like, like,
Mm-hmm.
right now, like, anytime we get together, you already know it's gonna be fun. Like, or it's
Yep.
gonna be the same stuff that we used to do back playing Madden, when you guys were like 13 and I
Yep.
was
Right.
20,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's never gonna go like that's never gonna leave. And like that to me is like worth any,
Man.
price of gold.
And we go back so old with the Madden where we had to download our college football game with the memory
Yes.
card
Oh
and import
man.
the teams and do it all. Like,
Zach, who was
Oh
that
well,
fast dude
that's
you had in Florida, bro? I don't
I
know,
oh
don't know,
man.
man,
but this dude was
Oh.
99 everything.
he was
I
the
won a
greatest
national
video
championship
game
against y'all.
player of all time. Like there was nobody even close. Like it was a cheat code when you got him. Like me and Anthony
Man,
just hands up. Like
like
dude
Yeah.
misses
literally
every time he touches the ball.
get a toss and he gone.
Yeah.
90 yards.
But we spent, I mean,
And
hours.
Zach,
Yeah.
oh, I'm the best OC ever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not him, it's me.
I'm pretty sure like that was like one of the only times he ever did win the national championship was because he
Nah,
had that guy.
Man,
domination.
he had Reggie Bush in real life.
Yeah.
Oh
It
man.
was nasty.
That was funny,
But
man.
no, man, that's like to go kind of back what we're talking about though. Like it's like at this point now, like we're all grown, and like I'm 7 years older than you guys, so I was always kind of like the middle child, like the J. Cole song, like the middle child, like caught between like the OGs and the new wave. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I was always the guy who like was like Brad and Terry's little brother, but then I was like the older brother to you guys. And it
Mhm.
was being born in like 85 when you guys are 90s, but those guys were like, 60s or
Yeah,
whatever when you were
yeah.
born. I always like felt like I was the older brother, but then at the same time, it was kind of like, we were close enough in age where we did get to like do fun stuff together.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah,
too,
yeah,
like we
yeah.
had a lot of fun
We had
times.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Too many.
yeah. I remember you went to a costume party. Who did you dress up as? You had your was it a Thunderbird? The old you had a you went to a it was in college, I think, but you went to a Halloween party. Oh, I can't remember,
Were
but
you with us? Were you
no, no,
with
no.
me?
We didn't go. Me and Zach stayed at
Okay,
Papa's,
okay.
but you was on your yeah. I think you went back to college,
Oh
or
yeah.
you went to some. I don't know. Long story
Well,
short, I'm just like, bro, like how you hang out with us and play the games, and then you get to go to party. And then in my head, I'm
well,
just
that's
like,
what I was just getting ready to say. Like,
Yeah.
like I was in college, driving home, playing myself, playing on playing with BW, and then driving and watching you guys on Friday nights. And
okay,
it
that's
was
what it
like
was. Yeah, yeah.
because that was like my overlap was like my last few years of college was like your guys' first few years of high school.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And like I remember, like I'll never forget that game in Wellington when you guys were in like 8th grade,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was like a Thursday, and that's probably Zach's shining moment, like of his junior high years for sure. Was like a no huddle drive down the field in 8th grade when I'm pretty sure Anthony got
He got
Like,
kicked out.
kicked
Oh.
out the game
Yeah.
or something,
Oh
right?
man, that's one of the
and it's,
craziest games ever, bro.
Yeah.
But no,
Yo.
I literally left college class.
I think I skipped the whistle, ran a dude over, knocked
Yeah.
him out. Oh my god.
Yeah. And this
It
is
was
when
like
you,
one of the only times you ever like lost your cool in a football game, I feel
Yep.
like.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
It
that
was
was back in the Peyton Manning days when Zach was a big Peyton Manning fan. He literally looked like Peyton Manning running no huddle offense as like an eighth grader.
yeah.
Who'd you throw the
man.
touchdown to? Was it Tony
Tony
Williams?
Tony Williams, I think.
Tony
Yep.
Williams. Shout out to Tony. Tony was the guy.
Yeah.
But,
Man, we
yeah.
had a squad. I still
Yeah.
think we'd have beat y'all, Ryan.
Oh
Oh,
man, see, I already
definitely.
knew this was coming up. We ain't even
Off
what we like
topic.
20 minutes into this, and it's already gonna be 0-3 versus
Hey,
20. Let's table that one for another day because we don't even need to get
you need
started
backup,
on that.
man. You got to have Drew on. You got to have Chad.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
You
of
need
course,
some backup.
of course.
You need some backup ammo right now.
Because we've already went over this so many times. Like I was the middle linebacker that would have shut you down.
No rushing yards.
And then I mean, you know, Zach always complain. You know, oh, I throw bombs at James all day, but Chad Zally and Danny Whitlock were two lockdown corners.
Yeah,
like Drew, so many players. So like
Tony
James,
on one
like
side,
that.
James on the other side.
Like that's why I said this is a good one for another day because
we
already know what it is.
We'll be on this for like an hour.
And let's just be honest. I mean, don't want to say names, but we had a little better quarterback than you guys had to get the ball to and I mean, obviously, you know, that's for another day.
No hate on Jeff. No hate on Jeff.
But facts are facts. So I don't know. I think it'd have been a pretty good game.
And this is what I always say. This is the ace in the hole. We had a guy that won a Super Bowl on our team. Y'all didn't. We just gave it to number 7 all day long. Like that's that's all it is.
Right. No,
that's the X factor.
I talk about how I was such a great linebacker, but I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want nothing to do with tackling him when he was in high school.
Yeah.
The thing is, I didn't even play defense in high school.
Like you did,
but not because think about my sophomore year, I broke my back technically,
and ran the ball.
And then my junior year, I was flopping in and out. I didn't really play all downs to my senior year because I think they had John Rosser over me or something like that my junior year. So I really only played defense.
It's crazy that you were a Super Bowl winning linebacker and you weren't even playing.
I played defense.
You did play.
I played my senior year, and then my freshman year didn't play. My sophomore year I got hurt, so I played a little bit of my junior year before I got hurt, and then my senior. So a year and a half. I played a year and a half on defense in high school, which is crazy to even think about.
Which was crazy.
That is just wild, and I don't know why, but you know that's here or there. Coaches are still there. But so I'm gonna start this question off. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna name 3 things about me, and one of them gonna be true. 2 of them gonna be false. Okay. And whoever gets it right, I owe you 15 push-ups. And then everyone go down the line and do the same thing.
All right.
So it could be like I'm build a snowman this year. Like, I don't know. I'm in Texas.
You probably did. You and the girls when you were in Ohio probably built a snowman.
Yeah. So
all right. So you're saying 3 things, and then only one of them is true.
Yeah, only one will be true, but you got to pick which one is true.
Okay.
I got you.
All right. So, ooh.
I know I got to think about this too.
Well, the thing is like we know each other like pretty well, so it's kind of like I've been going out on branch lately. One of them that I feel like I would say though, like I know you guys are gonna remember that I did, so I got to think of something good here.
Yeah. Like you got to be creative. Like it could be as simple as like, oh, you shouldn't have told us you just got new headphones. You could be, oh, I just got new headphones. So we'd be like, yeah, right, Ryan. You probably been had headphones for. So it's like something like that. So
all right,
I would say. The other day, I made 15 straight free throws. That's one.
Lie.
That's a lie.
I still listen to country music. My highest vertical was 37.5.
What was the second one? I didn't hear you.
I still listen to country music.
Okay.
And then the other one is I jumped to 37.5 at the combine.
Mm. Go ahead,
Only,
Zach.
only
Your
one
guess
true.
first.
I would say the truth is that you still listen to country music.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Ooh, I think the 37.5 sounds about what. Wait a second. Let me rethink that one because
Oh,
you weren't jumping out. You weren't jumping out the gym.
No, not at all.
All right, so yeah, I'll go with the same one. I'll say you still
You'd be
listen to country.
surprised, bro. I
Yeah.
made 15 free throws the other day.
No,
No.
now we
I
know he's just
couldn't wait.
lying. Now we know he's just lying.
I couldn't wait to tell somebody. That's why I said it.
Oh
Bro.
man.
So
Yeah.
I made 15 free throws the other day in the backyard, right? And then Ashley said, I like, all right, 2 out of 3. She said, yeah, you're gonna miss 2. And I missed the first one. I'm just like, dang, I just made 15 2 days ago. But
Man.
I stopped listening to country music a little bit.
All right.
Never did I jump a no.
No, I knew that one wasn't.
32 inches. I'm touching.
Ooh, 5 inches off. Damn.
I might better dunk a volleyball in high school. There's a soccer ball, not even tennis ball. But no, it's the free throws.
That's
So
impressive.
something new that no one, really.
I
Well, that
mean,
jump shot's always been pretty broke, so that's just pretty.
I was just gonna say, like
That's
in
pretty
high school,
impressive.
the only move,
whoa. It's way better now. You guys gotta. I'm telling you,
the only move that I
hooping in the backyard.
remember in your repertoire was the dribble down the middle of the lane, do your little spin move, and then
Hey,
lay it in
it worked.
every time.
It worked.
Every time.
That's crazy, man.
What was
I
that
actually
game
got a
against
jump shot.
Southview, right? The game in Southview when it was in Clearview, the last
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Clearview
that's
gym,
that's on
dude.
YouTube, bro. I just
Dude, you did that move like 16 possessions in a row, and they had nothing for it. Like,
that's a quick spin move, man. When you weigh
bucket.
180 pounds, that's funny.
Yeah.
So, anybody, y'all thought of something?
Go ahead, Zach.
Nah, man.
You still thinking?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. Yeah. I'm
I would say,
trying.
or just say like, what's one thing people don't know about you?
I mean,
Like, if somebody be like, "Oh, I wouldn't expect that."
what?
If somebody be like, "Oh, I wouldn't expect that." Like, what is one thing that somebody be like, "Oh, I wouldn't expect that out of use that."
All right, and maybe I'll give you something, and this is probably just because I am a dad of a girl. I do have 4 boys, but one beautiful girl, Zoe. She will give me makeovers sometimes where she paints my toes and like
that's a
my
good
hair and that. So that is something that I
That's
will
a
let
good
Zoe
one.
give me some makeovers when she wants to. So
You know what's funny? If you'd have put that out as one of your 3, I would have been like, "Yeah, there's no way he's getting his team."
yeah, I know. But I guess that's one thing that's pretty
No,
surprising
I
about
know
me.
Zozo well enough to know he definitely does that. He don't got a choice. She just
Yeah,
tells him like that.
Look, sit here, put your toenails out.
yeah,
What color do you want?
yeah. No, I don't say no to her much. She's got me pretty much wrapped around her fingers. She knows it.
Yeah. See, I start to get a little bolder when you got 3 of them. So it's like,
Yeah,
no. Okay, yes.
yeah.
All right.
Nah, it happens every trip we go. Run to the dollar store to grab something. Before,
Yeah.
we get out of the car. You're not getting nothing in there. I promise. You're not getting nothing. We're getting what we need. Get in the car.
Get out.
Get up to the counter. Can I please get some candy? Can I get all right, just throw it up on there,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for all the kids though. I mean, all the kids got me like that, but she's definitely,
Yeah.
she's the main one that,
See, them girls, man.
yeah, it's the girl. It's the, you got to be a little tougher on the boys. That's just what it is. You got a little tough love, but
Yeah. See, I'm gonna have to call you if we ever have one because we're trying for another one next month. But
yeah.
I'll tell you what, the girls, no. No, hey, one more girl, bro. This next time we get on Zoom, it's gonna be great. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Hey, I mean, Ryan already is great, but I'm starting to get pretty like pulling out strands every once in a while now.
And that's why I got a do-rag on. This is getting a little soft up here.
Yeah. Hey, same here, same up there.
Oh yeah, don't even bring that up. No, I mean it's funny watching you guys though because like obviously like we grew up with all boys.
Yeah.
Like not
Mhm.
hard, just a few girl cousins. So like
Yep,
Right.
now it's like there's this new generation that's all girls,
that's
and
it.
Yeah.
it's like we ain't watching football. We're not like it's like we're watching. Like you guys are getting your hairs,
Yeah.
painted like.
It's
Yeah.
And I feel like there's something good about it though. It's almost like I feel like you guys are making the best girl dads because of that. Because
Yeah,
it's
because you could
like,
balance it. Like it's like,
yeah, like
yeah.
we were like so like face it, like we were like football factory growing
yeah,
up. Like
just
it was
Tough.
sports. That's all
mass.
we did was
Walk around aggressive, tough. We could,
athletics,
yeah.
like
Mhm.
like always wrestling with each other, always like playing some kind of sport.
Right.
So
Constantly. That's it. That's all it was.
constant.
That's
Yeah.
Like
all it
it
was.
was that neighborhood was just always some kind of baseball or basketball or flag foot or tackle football, like
Yeah. All
That
year
was
but
long too. It's summer, you
all
go back to
time,
baseball. It's
all the
like,
time. Like
yeah.
I mean, we used to wake up and before we go to school, even when Zach was like in grade school, like Mamaw would put on ESPN instead of cartoons. We'd be eating cereal, watching ESPN highlights,
Yep.
and just how it
Top
was.
10.
So yeah,
Yep. 100%.
That's funny.
Yeah, that. I mean, like I started going to fantasy football drafts with my dad when I was 5 years old in this big bar. You know what I mean? Like in an
Yeah.
up room of a bar, just going to fantasy football drafts, and yeah, just
sitting
been
at the
raised
bar.
there. Yeah, to a bar in Parma, State Road or whatever in Parma.
Oh yeah, it used to be my favorite day of the year. It was always
Yeah,
around my birthday. Once I started going with you guys, it was
yeah,
always fun.
That is funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, so
Ryan,
so
what you got?
I'm gonna
Yep.
do the three thing, and then you guys guess which one's right.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. So first one, I seen a UFO the other day.
Wait,
All right. Hold
wait.
on. Let me finish the other.
Explain to what's a UFO. Like, what's it?
Unidentified object floating in the air.
That's
All right.
funny.
Next one. I go to yoga on Saturday mornings.
I probably believe that one. Yeah, that's it. I ain't got here no more. That's it. That's it.
Well, I was gonna come up with a good third one, but
Which
I'm
one
not.
is it? So
You
do you
already
go?
know
So
my
you go to
wife,
yoga?
Yep.
dude. I've been going on Saturday mornings with a room full of women.
Oh man,
Yep.
that's so funny.
That
Cause
makes sense.
you already know Christina. Like
Yeah,
she's all yogi herself, and it's
yeah.
always like I'm so
Mhm.
like big and stiff. Like so, I already look like fish out of water when I'm in there. Like they're probably like, "What is this big goon doing in here?" Like he could barely touch his toes.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I'm
Nah,
trying.
ain't nothing wrong with it. Ashley go to Pilates now, and then I asked her one question. I said, "Is there any men in that classroom?" She said, "No." I said, "I'm not going." I, I'm not about to go be over here, put my hands between my legs with
well,
125 girls.
well, so this is what I will say.
Rounds.
We go to a place like in Avon, and there's usually like 3 or 4 guys. So I'm not the only one,
Okay,
but it's
that
like
makes it better.
probably like 80% women and 20% dudes. But
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the back corner. I'm stretching. I'm looking around. No one
well, no,
looking.
I feel like if I told that like to you guys 15 years ago, you would be like, no way, like no
Yeah,
way.
no,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
Here we
true.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here we are. Yoga on Saturday,
Here we
getting
are.
Yoga,
our
getting your
toenails.
nails painted.
Who would
Yeah.
have thought?
We're
Yeah.
softening up in our old age.
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Got to. Can't
Or
be
you,
so aggressive all the time. Gotta
yeah,
soften up a little bit.
No,
just seeing what life is really is, to be
Yeah,
honest.
for
It's
real.
not
yeah,
it's not that serious. I
Nope.
mean,
Nope.
that's
no. I mean,
100%.
I
like
think that's like, as we get older, like especially me, like like this is the big year for me, like where I'm halfway through my life. I'm a 40-year-old man coming up here soon.
I'm a
yeah.
grown man. I'm 40.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
I'm a man.
But no, I mean, like I do. I recognize like I'm glad we were raised the way we were, and like sports
Hmm.
were huge. I mean, obviously, like sports provided a ton of for our family and Anthony and me and Zach, like growing up, like the discipline, the competition, all of that. But like now that we're like older and like you said, think like life just kind of gets a little bit slower, like a little bit calmer. Like you
Yeah.
realize like you don't always gotta be so full of piss and vinegar, you know?
Right.
Like I'm just trying to have a good time. Like when I'm
Yeah.
around people, like I want people around me to have a good time. Like
Yeah.
it's not the same like that I feel like our younger selves were like, you know, chasing that feeling like I'm the man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we
Yep.
all thought we were the man.
Yeah, at some
Yep.
point, because I mean that's just what boys do. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I feel like as you grow, and then you have a family or wife or somebody other, you understand to be like, bro, like why we was so like we was stressed at teenagers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like if we didn't
Yeah.
score a touchdown, we was mad. Like come on,
Yep.
like there's people out here that can't even afford rent, and we over
Yep.
here mad. We didn't score a high school touchdown. So
Yeah.
it's like I think it balanced us out because when we got into like our girls or our kids, we kind of still have that man structure, but we
Yep.
also was like, okay, I could be vulnerable in this
Yep.
situation because it's like it's not that big of a deal. I'm not scared of nobody, but I can still hug and kiss my girl.
Yep.
Like try me if you want to, but I still pick my girl toenails. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Oh,
Well,
saying?
yeah, no. When we were in
So
our group message the other day, that's what we basically said. Like we were
yeah,
raised hard, like tough enough to like not take shit from anybody, but
right,
then also like humble enough not to be like assholes. Like
right,
not like now, like you said, like you're not gonna let somebody disrespect you. You're not gonna
right,
let somebody like cross a line, but at the
right.
same time, like it's you're also not gonna be the dude that oh I got so much money like get out my way type stuff.
Oh, Texas people, that's not start. Oh my God, these people out here, I swear to goodness, I'm a try to ship some of these people to Lorraine for a week,
no.
and see how tough they really are.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
That's
you
yeah,
look all cool riding up with your
hey,
Rolls Royce, dropping off your kid to a private school.
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
all right, new
Send them to
subject.
Sheffield Township's finest.
Yeah. Going to Clearview or Brookside or
Yeah. Yeah,
but what?
no, they'll find out real quick though. They push you past that line,
Yeah,
like that's I
look,
already know that about you.
like I always try to keep calm, man, and
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing because
Yeah.
it's not even for me; it's for the girls and the family. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
100%.
like when you do stuff like that for somebody else, it's harder to break it. When you like want stuff for yourself, it's easy to say, "Oh, I'm done," or "Oh, I can quit now." But when you're doing it for like your kids or your wife or your family, you like, bro, I can't stop now. Like,
yeah.
just imagine me go to school and hit somebody and I'm in
Yeah,
jail.
no,
Like,
exactly.
that's so
There's
dumb.
consequences. Yeah, like there's real consequences. Like I'm not, yeah, 100%.
You just gotta
Yeah.
walk away and shake my head.
That's the
Yep.
best. That's most of the time. That's always the best thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man, we rolling, man. Y'all read books? This is a random question, but do y'all
No,
read?
Mm,
not
nah,
really. Not
not
No.
really
really.
either.
Okay. Yeah. I just wondering. I just like asking random questions just
Yeah,
to
no,
see.
I mean, not,
You,
yeah, not
I
really.
mean, I have.
So,
I actually when I was on my honeymoon in St. Martin, I found a book that the first like 30 pages were ripped out of it.
mm,
But we were like laying on the beach and like doing the honeymoon thing, and the book caught my attention. So I read the book without the first like chapter and a half. So then the book was sweet though. It was called Do Not Disturb, and like it's like a thriller, like in a book. But
okay.
I was reading it from like already halfway into the thing. So like it made me read that whole part and then go back and have to get like a real copy of the book to
You
read
get
the first 30
there.
pages.
Okay.
So like I feel like I would read more if I had more like time to, but I just feel
Mhm.
like right now between work and everything else going on, like it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I usually sit down and watch a sports game. It's
I'm about to
the
say, like,
reason, but
so I would say, uh, I guess a better question is like, where do you get your information to grow? I guess is a better question
oh well, I
because
mean,
you get it through reading, social media, whatever. But everyone's
right,
different. So like, no, obviously, so everyone trying to look to get better in
Uh,
every aspect of
I
life.
was I listen. I mean, I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and I mean that ain't
Podcast.
always the best because, like, you never know who's really telling the truth. But just try to, I mean, mix it up with like news, and then like other stuff because I feel like sometimes you can get consumed with like what's really going on, and it's just like, especially now. I mean, we're not gonna. It's just a lot of stuff's being said, being done. It's like can get overwhelming where it's like I don't really know what's true. I don't know what's false. I'm gonna listen to this funny ass podcast just to get my mind off what you know what I mean, and then try to pick up a little bit here or there.
Yeah. Are you a conspiracy theory?
I mean, definitely there's things that yes and no to a point.
What's the number one? What's the number one conspiracy theory in your
Well, I
mind?
think it's pretty safe to say now, like JFK was killed by CIA. So that one I think is pretty.
Hey, cut the tape. Cut the tape.
Yeah.
No more.
That's it. That's probably my number one. That's probably my number one that I'm like most certain about. That like
you about to have somebody knocking at the door in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, if I don't see me tomorrow, you know why. I don't release some footage that wasn't supposed to.
But that's probably the most like there's a lot that I can see happening, but that's the one that I'm like most certain about in my
Well, so it's funny that you brought that up because like I've never really got into podcasts. And then for whatever reason, like I've been just listening to it on the truck to the way to work. And the podcast that Joe Rogan just had was with these guys who, that's why I said the UFO thing, like that was top of mind.
Yeah.
They literally were guys who said that they were employed by the federal government.
I listened to it. Yeah.
Dude, that was pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
You believe the guy?
I haven't seen it.
I believe it.
You believe the dude?
Yeah.
The one where he said like the guy literally was like talking to him and put like the vision of how to fix his craft in his mind, like through telepathy. Like he says he can close his eyes right now and literally tell you how to rebuild this craft like 30 years later because the alien that he ran into like put it into his brain.
And this, I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but this is a dude that was in government for like 30 years in the Navy.
The last person, like we just talked about Snowden, if you got information that people think that is real, you're not going to be here. Just think about that. There's no way you could walk around on the streets and be like, oh yeah, some guy talking to me out of space. Like, no. Like my biggest thing is that I don't think we ever went to space. I think it was all like a fix because we have more money now. We have more technology now. We have more aircraft now. If you can went to space in the 70s or the 80s, I don't even know whenever they went. But why can't we just go tomorrow?
So you think it was filmed in the Hollywood basement, right? Like
the little drop screen.
Yeah.
They had a little backdrop.
Hey, it's possible.
My thing is why I only went there once.
I'm pretty sure they've been there. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know.
And it was around the same time.
I'm not that far down the conspiracy wormhole yet.
Oh, I'm
to be able to answer that one.
I'm so deep. Like the government is corrupted.
Well, where are you getting your information, eh? Like you've been reading a lot of books lately, or
I've been reading. Reading. I read a lot of books, and I also if I go on deep holes like randomly. Like I type in, like Martin Luther King came up this month, obviously, and last month was Martin Luther King Day and then Black History Month. So I literally type in Martin Luther King, bro. I end up in slavery, like you know what I'm saying. So I just go through like all this stuff, and I actually read on credible sites and stuff, and then I don't take everything as in like it's true, but I take it all as a knowledge, and like some stuff is just crazy. You know what I'm saying. So I think my information comes from more the web. Like I go in a deep hole, a rabbit hole. Like I start at podcast. Next thing you know, 30 minutes later, I'm talking about someone that died 40 years ago. So like that's what I do, and like ancestors, and like I even want to get my blood to see where my like down the line, like where it started from, and like stuff like that. Like,
I agree. I'm with you on that. Maddie wants to get that done. I want to, do that for her. She wants to do it. But like with like our family, with Ryan, like me and Ryan, like we have no idea where like our papaw's side of the family came from. I remember I asked him, and his exact words like Anderson's a Swedish last name, so we're probably Swedish. Like that's it. Like we don't know
Yeah.
Like we know
Yeah.
have no idea, which would be cool to find out.
Right. Like when did they come over, to
Yeah,
the US? You know what I'm saying?
All we know is that the holler in Kentucky.
that's it. That's
That's
it.
about as far back as it goes, bro.
yeah. But the thing is, it's like you can find that information so fast. Only bad thing is they keep your DNA. They keep your samples.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
And then
yeah.
next thing you know, 40 years from now, they got another Ryan Anderson running around. Clone you. Clone you real quick.
Uh-oh.
So it's like, do
Yeah.
you really want to give them all your blood, 7 tubes of blood, and they can do whatever they want with it?
That
So
yeah.
No,
That's a
that is
little
that's
you
another
burn
conspiracy
you,
theory right
you know
there.
something happened. Yeah.
well, yeah, no, but what you're talking about, Anthony, is like going down the rabbit hole, like finding a topic, and then like I do that sometimes. Like I'll get like obsessed about something weird. Like I'll
Yeah.
like get one piece of information and then just have to know like the rest of it.
Yeah.
Usually
Mhm.
like history stuff. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I'm watching something and then they talk about, oh, I can't think about like one that I've done recently, but it's like something that once I get like caught up in that, like you said, you end up like 5 web
Yeah.
pages into it,
Yeah.
like, and then you got like all these browsers open. You're like, hold on,
Yeah.
let me. This one's
Uh,
saying this, and this one's saying that, and then
yeah.
but I mean, it's good because I mean, it's funny how you even frame the question, like, where do you get your knowledge from?
Yeah.
Like, but
Hmm.
it is true. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like we're all intelligent guys, and like we're always like looking to get smarter, or like
Right.
information that's interesting to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like I mean, there's only books, internet, shoot. I mean, that's it. That's all we got. I mean, because
Yeah,
shoot, Instagram's fake. You can
Yeah.
just edit
I
a
mean,
picture. Or AI's now is crazy. So it's
yeah,
like AI can't write a book. Well, it probably can now, but
oh, it
yeah. We
definitely
can.
can. Definitely
but
can.
but it's like it's hard to get the actual factual knowledge,
Yeah.
because
Oh
everything is
yeah,
fake
there's
and
a lot of bad well, that's the good thing about the internet is like it allows us to have like vast knowledge of information and we could pass it from one person to the
yeah,
other.
There's Parker
right.
running
But
by. It's all he had to just run to the kitchen real quick.
which who was that,
Oh,
Parker?
Parker, yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
seen the little blur go by.
Yeah. Just, flashing across.
yeah,
Gotta
that's
get
a
some
look like
snack
a
before bed.
4-3.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
that boy some cleats, man.
Yeah. He's
But
actually
yeah,
he's got a basketball tournament Saturday in Chardon all day. So
Chardon.
out
yeah, it's
there.
like an
Where is
hour
that
and
at?
a half east of here.
Yeah.
Ease.
It's over on the
Yeah.
east side.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never been there. I
Is
don't
that
really
past?
know.
Is past Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
Easy.
kind of it's like southeast of Cleveland. So
Oh,
like
okay.
it's pretty nice out there. Like it's a
Yeah.
nice area, but it's like we would never go there. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're West Siders. Like we would
Right.
never go there.
Yeah.
Like
No, see,
I
that's
say that all the time. It's like the East Side is like a foreign country to people in Cleveland. Like you either a West
100%.
Sider or an East
Yeah.
Sider.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
you don't go past Cleveland. That's the break.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything
Pretty
past
much.
Cleveland, I'm gonna go back to Lorraine.
Yeah. So I got a question for y'all before we end up getting off of here. Whenever we do, who do y'all got winning the Super Bowl this Sunday? Y'all already know who I'm rolling with. I'm never gonna bet against Pat Mahomes. He's
You
on my
going?
race.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Let's just
I'll never
pause
bet
that.
against him.
No,
So
no, no, no. We have to pause that.
nope.
Automatic. The
All
only.
that.
Uh,
There's not a doubt in my mind.
why?
Ryan knows
Why?
Listen.
Why?
why.
Listen.
Yeah.
And listen, obviously Brady's got 7 or whatever. But me just watching football, y'all, I mean, I watch football, obviously. We all do. I've never seen anybody better playing football than Pat Mahomes. And he gets it done. I got no doubt in my
He
mind.
has 7, but he doesn't have 7 straight.
No,
Well,
exactly.
That's the thing. So he's already at 2. The oh man, if I'm betting, I would have to go against. I know, but it's just the process. Like it never been done before.
But
look,
Never.
nobody's been able to do it. Like nobody's been able to reach as far as they did, and it's just one game. Like when it comes to basketball, I'm gonna take LeBron James in one game against anybody in the world. Like I don't care. I'm gonna take Pat Mahomes in one game against anybody.
Wait, I thought the
well,
Patriots made it. They just didn't win.
No, they didn't make it.
Oh, dang.
they didn't.
Oh.
They never made the. No, I don't think they did 3 in a row.
No, yeah.
No, I'm saying I thought they made it to the Super Bowl, but they lost to the Giants. Or
No,
no?
the first one they lost to the Giants was like 07, and they won
Oh,
the first
I
ones
got
in
you.
like 01 or 02
Oh, back. Yeah. I got you.
early. Like
Dang.
But my answer to this question is easy. And the reason, like Zach knows more than anybody, but Pat Mahomes literally has been my dude since the first season he was the starter. I picked him in fantasy when nobody really knew what he was going to be. All right.
Yeah.
Since then, I've had Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce on my fantasy football team for like a decade. I never go against Pat. And Zach will attest to this. What? It's 2025. Your first year there was 18, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
18. Yep.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, there's only been 2 times I've went against Pat Mahomes. The second one was just last Sunday. And I thought it was Josh Allen's time, man. I thought it was his time. And the only reason I went against Kansas City was because I thought to myself, like, Josh Allen's got to get over the hump. And
Yeah.
he was balling. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
yeah.
Josh
Okay.
Allen was playing ridiculously good football. But before the game, me, Zach, and Chad Zally was in a group message, and I sent saying I'm doing the unthinkable, and Zach was like, "You're gonna regret it."
Yeah,
First off, that was a first down. If
yeah.
they give that first down to Josh Allen
Oh,
and the
this game
Bills,
over.
they are
The game
in the
over.
Super
Hey,
Bowl right now,
but
man.
You have to beat the Chiefs. You ain't, if anything, 50-50, you're not getting it.
I
You
get
gotta
it.
you gotta
But
show
at
up
the end
and
of the
beat them.
day, Josh Allen had the ball down 3 with 3 minutes to go in the game.
And he did.
Pat
Yeah.
Mahomes had the ball down 3 with 3 minutes to go in the game.
He's winning.
I would bet my right nut he's
Yeah.
gonna tie that game up.
Well, so that's what I'm. So then there was only one other time. So this past Sunday, he made me eat crow. Like I was all right. I'll never do that again. The first time was in the 2019 AFC Championship
And
that
yeah,
you were playing in, that
Mhm.
Anthony was the middle linebacker of. When they got the ball with whatever it was like 2 minutes left, I literally
Yeah.
turned to Zach and said, "It's over.
So,
Tom Brady's gonna go down the field and
yeah.
score a touchdown." And he
No,
did.
they
we were sitting
did.
there freezing. Me, Ryan, and Ashley were sitting there and like
Dude, it was
below
like
degree
But
temperature.
I
not
just
like -10 with the wind chill that day. But I
Oh,
already knew it. Like I knew that,
yeah.
and that was when Pat was like early though. Like Brady
It was his
yeah.
got him when
first year
he was
starting.
still a pup.
It
Huh?
was his first year starting.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Yeah,
but then since then, every time he's been in the Super Bowl, anytime, I've always went with Pat. And then this
Yeah.
past Sunday, the one time
Shoot,
that
I didn't
I
go with him either. I
finally
thought they was
tried,
gonna lose.
and I tipped the hat to him. Obviously, I agree when Zach says, like, because the message that we had, when Buffalo got the ball, I took Zach and was like, here we go. Like, we're going to see what he's got. And then Zach literally responded after the drive and was like, Pat Mahomes drives that down and scores a touchdown every time.
yep,
Yeah.
Josh Allen didn't.
he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
But I mean, Pat, like, I feel like people gotta stop comparing Pat to like Josh Allen or any of these other quarterbacks. Pat is like LeBron James of basketball.
I agree.
Well, that's
I
what he's
agree.
saying. Yeah,
And like
exactly.
people won't realize that until after he's retired. Like he's already 28, 29. So he only like football is different than basketball. So he got about 5 more years. But
Well, the thing is, they're already starting to get hate now. Like, they're like America. I mean, I'm always going to be a Chiefs fan just because, like, you start out there, your first year was Pat's first. And I mean, I'm a Browns fan. The Browns fucking suck. It's nice to have like a team to like cheer for in the postseason and shit. But like they're going to where like he's already getting hate. They're already starting to get like how I felt against the Patriots, like growing
Right.
up.
Yeah, they are.
yeah,
This
everybody don't
generation's
want to see him to
Patriots
win.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to see them go the three-peat or whatever. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like anything, bro. It's crazy that like when you get all the success, people want to hate.
Yep.
No, dude, it's
Like,
literally
what's the point?
be the hero unless you live long enough to be the villain. Like that's
Yep.
what it turns
Yeah.
into. Like if you win and you keep winning, and I mean Tom Brady was a perfect example of it. Like people was so sick of the Patriots and like so sick of them winning, but Tom didn't care.
Shoot, he went
Pat
to
don't
the
care.
Bucks and got another championship.
That's what I'm saying. Pat don't care either. Like that's the part that like I would be shocked. Put it this way, I'm gonna bet on Sunday, and I ain't betting anything other than Chiefs and Chiefs props. Like I'm not even going on the Philly side
I will
because I
say
got
this
burned
though.
so bad last Sunday that I'm like, all right, I learned my lesson.
I will say this: the only way, and I probably eat my words on this one, but the Eagles have the recipe to beat the Chiefs. And only because I say that is because they have a really good defense and they know how to run the ball. That's the two things to do to keep Pat off the field. So if you run the ball, you keep Pat off the field. You just couple 3 and outs, but you can run the ball, so you're gonna get at least 3 to 7 points every time. So I would say that if there was any team in the league with the running back they got and the defense they got, I will have to pick the Eagles.
The Bills really ran on the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like James Cook was eating. James Cook
defense sucked though. The defense was terrible that week.
I know, but that like Saquon's obviously better than James Cook. And like I feel like the Eagles are better all the way through. It's just
and that came down to one first down though. Think about that.
They don't have Pat Mahomes. It don't matter.
Pat's the guy.
So if Kansas City loses on Sunday, it's going to be exactly like the blueprint's there. Like they got the good defense. Saquon is
nasty.
Is the
bro,
best.
He's having the craziest year of
the dude is like untouchable. Like he's putting himself in like a category that like this season was one of the best seasons a running back had.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh my god!
But
Giants
at the same time, like if Philly doesn't get a turnover or if Philly doesn't get something to break their way, Pat's not giving them anything. You know, like I'm telling you, like the Kansas
you got to play a perfect game,
But at the same time, like I could see that happening if somehow Hunt or Pacheco fumbles one or something, or like somehow Pat
tip ball
against the Bills game when he had that one where he turned it over. Like
tip pass. I'm telling you,
I do.
If I had to pick one team, it'll be the Eagles. Because of the way they built up and the way if you watch their interviews, bro, they're not. Jalen Hurts not throwing for 400 yards.
Yeah, no.
He only throwing when it needs to be thrown, and he just throws jump balls or a deep ball to Smith or a jump ball to what's my man's name from Tennessee?
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
Cal's got. I mean, they got. I would like to see Kareem get one. I'm a fan of Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, me too.
I love Kareem in Cleveland, and I would like to see Kareem get a ring.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I mean,
well, the funny part is like Vegas is like 50-50. Like
people
are putting
money
money
on
the Eagles.
It's 1.5, right?
Yeah. Like I mean,
fair.
people are putting money on the Eagles, and like, I mean, I see the reason for it, but I'm not. As long as Pat is the quarterback and Kansas City is playing, I'm betting Kansas City, dude. I have to. I have because I've won plenty. I've won plenty with Pat. Like like I said, that year in fantasy football, dude, in 2018, like he literally single-handedly won me the season. Like nobody,
technically, if they play that last game, they only lose one game this year.
Oh yeah.
They lost 30-0 and rest all their
stuff. Like, I guess just the thing, I feel like whenever they need it, he's gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just got faith. You know, I mean,
and the dude's so nonchalant though. Pat is so cool. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like if you see Pat just chilling, you'd be like, bro, you're not the best quarterback ever. Like, there's no way you're about to go out there and throw it. But when you get on the field, you got like a little switch. You're like, it's crazy, bro.
That's
like Pat is like low, cool, chill, don't say much, don't yell, don't curse. All cool.
Well, that's why he's so good because he just stays so. You know what I mean?
So mellow. Even kill.
Yeah. Sometimes you get jacked up, you make bad decisions. You whatever. You know, it's nice to be under control.
In big games, though, he always uses.
He always run, but he don't run. He doesn't run to run.
Yeah,
he runs to create more plays, and that's the thing. People think he scrambles, but if you open, he's gonna take it. But he just scramble and just one defense come up, boop, boom, every time.
Well, I said I told Todd like they didn't score 30 points all year, over 30 points. I texted Todd on Sunday. I was like, I would bet anything that they're going to score over 30 points this week and win the game. First time all year they scored 30 points in the game. Like I just like no matter what happens, he steps up and makes that play.
Yeah, but you got to get shout out to the defense too. Spags, that was the D coordinator my second year there. He's been there ever since, bro. Like
you stopped him first year. with whoever it was. I forget who the
Oh,
D.
that was Bob Sutton my first year.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of man. It was a 3-4. They switched to a 4-3 now.
Yeah.
And it's more gapped out defense. It's more simpler. Like the 3-4 is like going out of style. Like no one runs that no more. You need Ray Lewis linebackers.
Yeah.
Sideways, just going like this, plugging holes. But you got 5 receivers out there, so it don't work.
The game has changed.
The game is changing.
Like in high school, high school, we ran a 4-4.
We ran a 3-5-3, I think.
4 linebackers.
Yeah, I think we ran like a 3-5-3.
3-5-3.
Yeah, like that's like nobody can run a 4-4 or 3-5-3 defense in like a spread offense.
And we ran I formation. Like we went under center with a fullback and ran I formation.
That's not working no more.
Yeah.
But Spags was more on the 4-3 side, and he had a head coaching job with the Rams. They did bad because he was probably thinking about now. Then there was big guys just running on him while he had all these little guys on the field.
I mean, he's good at calling blitzes, man.
Oh
he
my
always,
God.
it's like he blitzes at the right time every time. Like he's real good at
because
that.
you can line up the same way and use just obviously I know, but you got line up the same way and there's 3 calls. There's one blitz that look the same. There's one man and there's one blitz, but it's a zone behind the blitz. So it's like the quarterback sees the same coverage, but now on the snap of the ball, he got to see if it's man or a blitz zone or all out. So it's
all right. So then I'm gonna ask you a question, Anthony. Who was the toughest quarterback to mentally play against?
Tom Brady.
When you were playing middle linebacker, who was the one that put you
Brady.
You were always second guessing?
Tom Brady, easily. Tom Brady or Tony Romo was practice when I was with the Cowboys.
Romo.
Tony Romo, bro, I'm telling you, people underestimated Tony Romo because he was so lackadaisical what he did. But the dude knew football inside out. I was surprised he went into broadcasting instead of coaching because that's how he knew it.
But that's like his thing in Brock. Like he called.
Oh yeah, he'd be
like, oh yeah, you about to play action, throw it to the right. What they do? Play action, throw it to the right.
Yeah, he is good at that.
Bro, I played Tony and Madden, bro. Look, I stopped playing Madden for 6 months. I swear. Like, he knew what I was doing in Madden, bro. Like, I'm over here hiding my controller. Like, bro, come on. And he's like, oh, move him down. Hike.
Well, I mean, think about it, though. Like, if that's the case, I feel like when we played Madden, when you guys were in grade school, like, you already knew what a cover 2 was. You guys had to figure out how to get the little running back out the flat when you guys were younger, and I was like the older brother. I used to kill y'all with that. Then I was like, oh, okay, I know what I'm gonna do now. And then it got to the point where, like, by the time you were in high school, like, we're talking like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna run the cover 2 because then I know I'm gonna be able to get right on that seam behind the corner in the flat, or you know what I mean? Or oh no, I'm gonna show the blitz and then run a cover 3. But think about that, like we were doing that as like kids, like that was like what we were doing for fun. Mm-hmm. So like it wasn't a surprise that by the time you got to like Iowa and the NFL, like I mean, I feel like that was one of your best attributes was like being like a coach on, like you knew where you were supposed to be, where everybody else was supposed to be, you know?
Yeah, no, facts, because literally like when I'm learning a game now, I don't learn it as in like when I was playing, like what I'm supposed to do. Like it's easy to look on the paper and say, hey, you're supposed to blitz to the A gap. But I always ask questions like, why? Like I'm like a bad 2-year-old. Why?
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 Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yep.
Why is he stunting across my face? And why do I have to wait for him to go first? So when I started asking those questions, why, it just gave me a better understanding of everybody's position. So once I got to the lead, it was kind of like, second nature. Like I'm telling people, I'm smacking butts. Like, get over here, bro. You going over here. You back up.
So like in that case, like what was the hardest? Like, so was there times where Brady caught you slipping? Was there times where like he called a play that like he already knew?
Well, he beat him in the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl. So I would say
AFC the year before that one. It might have been the same year. It was in New Orleans or in
New England.
In New England. So we there, right? And all week, he go kill. So kill means a run. right? Man, I look around. I tell everybody, run right, run right. You know, shit, I was sitting everybody. And then he said, I don't even know what he said, but he said another word. Oh man, it was a play action that same way. He had a whole play action because he knew how I studied because I do that all the time, like pointing like where to run. Bro, touchdown. And I'm like, all right, I got you next drive. And kill, kill, kill. I was like, oh, now you messing with me. like, is it a run? But I follow my rules. I trust my training all week. Kill, 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 kill. To the right, to the right. He called Roger. So Roger to the right, Louis to the left. Roger, kill, kill, kill. Man, they ran to the left. I was like, look, I'm not playing this game with you now. You got it. You know what? I'm gonna stay sound. I ain't moving nobody. There was 2 big plays in the game. And I'm like, I go to the locker room and I'm just like, Bob Sutton was our coordinator at the time. I'm just like, dang, I played bad. Like, I didn't play bad, but, it was 2 bad plays that got them 10 points. It was a touchdown and a field goal. So I'm just like sitting there. Bob Sutton comes up to me and goes, it's all right. And he gets everybody. Man, I said, you know what, man? I'm going to go take my shower and we're going to get on this plane and go home.
Yeah.
But
back to Pat Ball. Remember, Pat Ball said all he does is win. All he does is win.
Brady.
But it's like we watch TV copies. So like on TV copies, you can hear people say their audibles. So you can't say an audible without, because most quarterbacks are mic'd up. So you can hear all the audibles. So I'm over here watching a TV copy at home, like, oh yeah, we're about to win this game. Yeah, he switched up. No. Man, I swear, bro. I was hard.
And me and Ryan went to, obviously, we played together in high school, and we would go, we went to Indiana together, on your visit, and then and going to games in Iowa. But like when you would play against Tom Brady, it'd be like that's like a surreal, you know what I mean? Like he was playing in 2000 when we were 8 years old, right?
Right, yeah.
Like it was just when you would play Brady, it would be like that was one of the ones where it's like, holy shit. Like he made, you know what I mean? Like you made it.
Man.
Like,
yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna get this clip pulled up on this because he actually killed one. After they scored, was it in overtime when they beat us? Then they went for 2
in the AFC Championship.
Did they go for 2 or did they score on that touchdown when they ran it with James?
They ran it.
Yes,
they ran it.
That was a kill call.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have my editor put it on. Watch me in this play when he put it on this video, bro. I ran other way. They ran the ball that way and they scored. I'm gonna have him put it on here.
Yeah.
That was the last play of that game. And when we watch this clip, you're gonna see that play in this clip.
Yeah.
I promise you, bro. And I want the auto too. I want to hear him say kill, so everyone can see exactly what I'm talking about.
I like, yeah.
Man,
if it's gonna happen, at least it was the greatest of all time. Like it wasn't. It wasn't a quarterback at Ottawa Glandor for whatever that team was. They beat y'all in the playoffs.
It went one of those 35 Browns quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blessing playing against those guys, man. But Pat got it, man.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't even know how. Yeah, he just got it, bro. He's his mindset is just weird, good,
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I feel like he reminds me of LeBron because LeBron seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
And he's still just balling and playing. Like he just had a picture with Luka talking about like, oh, I can't wait to start balling with you. That's like something like Pat would do. But there's some superstars that be like, why you bring another superstar over here?
Because it feels like, when you're secure with what you are, it don't matter who's next to you. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. Like, LeBron knows what he does. Pat knows what he can do. Bring everybody that's, won all the talent.
It ain't gonna change him.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Dang, man, it's been good though. We gotta get this popping. Hold on,
man.
I'm gonna actually have to get off here soon. I gotta put the kids to bed.
Yeah, no, it's good. We can we can end it.
We're gonna have to do it again,
Yeah, we for sure got to do it again. We got to talk.
Sure,
we definitely got to talk after the Super Bowl. The prediction.
That'll be perfect.
Yep.
All right, so you got the Chiefs. You the Chiefs, Zach, Ryan.
Oh yeah,
y'all both going Chiefs.
Chiefs, man.
I'm not. And listen, it might be a close game. Chiefs might be losing the whole game. But I'm saying Pat Mahomes drives them down for a field goal to win the game.
You're taking it -1.5 or
yeah, they're going to win 37-34.
Okay.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, it is a lot. I'm going to go 28-21.
If it's that many points, the Chiefs winning. Only way the Eagles is winning is playing good defense and winning the ball. That's the only way.
It was a shootout last time they played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they didn't have a running game then. They was running the ball, but who knows?
That's true.
You know, and then don't forget my boy Nick Bolton had that strip fumble. That's 7 points. They only lost by a touchdown.
That's true.
You're right.
So it was neck and neck, that one strip fumble. And then that two,
so what's your score?
I would say I got to give you 2 scores because if it's what I think,
one if Philly wins and one if Kansas City wins.
Yes, So if Philly wins, it'd be like a 2017, maybe 17-14. But if the Chiefs win, it's 40-45 easily. Easily.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, that's my opinion.
Yep.
It's documented. It's recorded.
Yep. Well, that's what I'll say. Let's do this next week.
Do
it again next week.
It was a good time, y'all.
All right, man. I'm always down for it.
Yep. All right.
Y'all be easy.
Later,
brothers.